This next gentleman is the chairperson of the West Virginia State Bar Lawyer Referral Service, and he asked to come here to our conference to speak to us. So please welcome Mark Adkins.
Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm going to take this because I move around a lot. Hopefully I can get this up and running. Bear with me for just a second. Okay. Well, again, good morning. Thanks for allowing me to speak here today. Hopefully I won't trip over the stage. I was going to think of an interesting joke, but I was a little worried with the reaction during Matt's initial presentation regarding lawyers, so I just hope I get out of here without getting a bagel or something thrown at me. I am the chairperson of the State Bar's Lawyer Referral Service Tuesday Legal Connect Committee. It's had several names over the years, but that is its current name. I've been in this position now in the second year, and incidentally, I'm also an attorney in Charleston with the law firm of Bowles Rice. They make me put the name on everything I do. But anyway, what I'm here to do is talk about some of the programs that we've had in existence over the years, but we've completely redone, revamped, and some of the new programs that we're instituting and how they can hopefully help you in what you do in dealing with the public from day to day. Normally, I know when I'm in presentation, I hate it when the speaker asks for participation, but can you all raise your hands if you spend more time than you would like on a daily basis asking or answering questions from people who want legal advice from you guys? Okay, that's a lot of people. So you spend a lot of time doing that. Well, what I'm here today is hopefully give you guys some tools and some information to basically cut that down dramatically, or at least give the folks that need help the opportunity to go out and get that help. Here are the programs that we currently have with the West Virginia State Bar. The first one's the Lawyer Information Service. That's the old name. Now that is basically every Tuesday night, volunteer lawyers come in and answer phone calls. There's a 1-800 number for citizens to call in and ask questions of a lawyer. And it goes from 6 to 8, it's 2 hours. We try not to, jump ahead. We try not to, give advice, but, a lot of the times when we talk to these people, they don't really need legal advice. They just kind of need to be put in the right direction. But if they do need legal advice, they do need a lawyer, then we have our other service, which we can put them in touch with, and that's the Lawyer Referral Service. Now, when I started with the committee, longer than I care to admit, the service was not very useful. Basically what we did is West Virginians would call into the State Bar and basically say, I live here, this is my legal issue. They wouldn't necessarily talk to an attorney. They would talk to usually a staff member at the West Virginia Bar, and they would get a letter in the mail of the lawyers that had signed up for this service to basically agree that they would meet people who called in and not charge any more than $25 for a 30-minute consultation. And that was not working well. At the time before we revamped the service, I think we only had, at one point it dipped down that we only had 40 lawyers in the entire state who were signed up for this service. So we've completely revamped both of these programs. Over the last 5 years, what we've done is we've restructured both. We've dramatically increased the number of volunteer lawyers in both programs. We've basically, through the internet and websites, we've been able to make a lot more information and materials available to the public to answer their questions, to explain the process to them about various areas of law and give them the forms that they need. And as a result, our goal is to help as many people as we can. This is the first program. This is Tuesday Legal Connect, formerly Lawyer Information Service. We actually had a consultant come in from the American Bar Association, and she basically said, you've got the lawyer information service and the lawyer referral service. First thing I would do, change the name. They sound too much alike. I'm like, okay, that's a good call. So we'll do that. So now it's Tuesday Legal Connect. What we've done in revamping that is the State Bar has partnered with Legal Aid of West Virginia. Legal Aid of West Virginia has offices throughout West Virginia, and their goal, like ours, is to help the public, help people that can't afford lawyers and that need help. So what we've done now is we now host, it used to be that volunteer lawyers would go to the State Bar's offices in Charleston and take the calls every Tuesday night. Well, you know, granted there's a lot of lawyers in Charleston, but there's only so many, and it kind of denies lawyers throughout the state who might want to participate in other counties and other parts of the state from doing this. So now we host the program throughout the legal aid offices in West Virginia. As a result, we've dramatically increased our pool of legal volunteers. When I first got started with the program, I remember that there were nights when I was the only one that showed up, or I'd heard stories that, you know, the State Bar offices would be there, you know, they'd have an employee stay late, and no one would show up, so no one answered calls, and that's unfortunate. So now we have a dramatic increase in the number of volunteers, and we're able to take more calls than we ever have before, and the numbers keep going up and up, and we're also not only helping the public, but we're getting more attorneys involved. And as a result, we've really increased the efficiency and the ability to serve the public. Here's the next service that we provide. That's the lawyer referral service. Again, here's the website. We've completely changed it. There's no more calling the State Bar. There's no getting a letter, who knows when, in the mail that's maybe going to have two attorneys' names, and you know those two might not even answer the phone or have a phone. So now it is completely a web-based system. When you talk to folks, and I'm going to talk more about this in a minute, and they want you to help them find a lawyer, do please, and Anita Casey, the executive director of the State Bar, asked me to beg, please do not have them call the State Bar. The State Bar is just, you know, not a lot of people there. Obviously, if the people don't have internet access or can't get to the internet, have them call the State Bar. Don't tell Anita I said that. But the State Bar just has very limited staff, very limited resource, and most of the time, the people who are talking to the members of the public calling want a referral are not lawyers, so they're not really going to understand the issue and help them be able to find the right lawyer. So really refer them to this website. One of the benefits of this website is the public has 24-hour access. They can just get on there and find out what they need. They can search by location, where they live, and it can go, you know, within 10 miles, 20 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles, as far as they want. They can kind of determine the area, and they can also search by practice area. You know, if they know that, for example, family law, property, wills and estates, anything like that. And they've got detailed descriptions law. So maybe if they don't understand what particular area of law that they need a lawyer for, we've got, and we keep adding them all the time. I got an email this morning from a lawyer, hey, you need to add this description on your website. So we're adding more and more. They'll be able to get in there and find the specific area of law they want to focus in on. Like I told you, at one point we were down to 40 participants in this program. We are very close, maybe even today we hit it, over 400 lawyers are now signed up for this program, and the number continues to grow. And as a result, there's a lot more attorneys that are making themselves available to the public through this service. Here's the website. Here's basically that you get on that website I just showed you. And you hit find a lawyer. This is what comes up. And basically it breaks down to a, you know, couldn't be more easy, 3-step process. You select the practice area, you enter your city or your zip code, and you know the area you want to search, click, and the list is going to come up. You can scroll through. The lawyer's name will be there, their firm, their address, their phone number, their email. I think also their website will come up. I'm not sure about that. But again, all their information, and they can get on there and find them and have the ability to contact them immediately. And it's open to them automatically. Yes, sir.
Now, is this for them to get free legal advice or just to get a lawyer?
Find a lawyer.
Okay.
Find a lawyer.
Is there still a number they call if they want the Tuesday free legal advice thing?
Yes, that's the Tuesday Legal Connect. That's the first program I talked about.
Okay.
That's still in effect, and that's the one that we're hosting throughout the state every Tuesday night from 6 to 8.
What's that 800 number?
Well, I'm going to show you that real quick. I'm going to make that real easy for you guys. And that's actually next month. I've got a free gift. At least I call it a free gift. You guys are probably going to call it something you have to drag home with you after this conference is over. What I've got is for everybody. Well, not everybody, every county. I've got several laminated flyers that have both programs on them. A description, the website for Lawyer Referral Service, the Tuesday Legal Connect, the phone number. You can post this on your windows, on your bulletin board, throughout the courthouse. If you want more, let me know, or let the State Bar know. We'll get them for you. And you can put these out, and they'll be able to get the information. People can take pictures of them with their cell phone, and they'll be able to get it. That's not everything. I'm sure I'm getting this. Information pads. I've got everyone's going to have several of these, and basically what it is on the cover, it has Lawyer Referral Service and the website, Tuesday Legal Connect, the number, and then on the back of that page is the descriptions. Tells everybody what. And if somebody comes in really distraught, like I don't know what to do, I need to find a lawyer, I need to talk to somebody, and rather than you sitting there for 20 minutes trying to go through all this stuff, rip one of these off, be like, here you go. This is all the information you need.
Thank you.
These are not Post-it notes for people. Please do not leave them out for the public to have access to, because we all know what it's like leaving pins out. They will be gone. These are not cup holders, or not cup holders, but coasters. So, you know, the State Bar, again, Nita Casey wanted me to tell you that she has not made money. But, you know, if you guys run out of these, please let us know. I'm probably jumping ahead of my slides, but we want these to be available to you. We want these to be available to the public. You know, obviously, they're going to have to be able to see this, get the information. But if they need to take something home, they want to read it, take time and look it over, or have it later on, please feel free to give that to you. When you guys run out, contact me. You can Matt's got my contact information. Contact the State Bar. They know about these. They know that you might need more. You might need more flyers. Again, you know, we're going to be sending these out to not only the county courthouses, but to the probably, you know, later on to the municipal buildings, libraries. I mean, we want to get this out. We want to get this information available to everyone because we want to help as many people as we can. Now, we got something in the works. This is giving you guys a little special preview. Actually, I think this is the first group that we have ever publicly talked about this program. It's called West Virginia Online Legal Help. For years, we've wanted, you know, the Tuesday Legal Connect, it's a great program. I've been involved with it really since I started practicing law in '97. And every night that I do it, I really feel like I've helped some people. You know, they thank me. They're like, wow, I didn't know where to go. I don't really need a lawyer. I just needed somebody to talk to and get pointed in the right direction. And we've talked about in our committee for a long time, is there a way that we could do this more than just 2 hours once a week? Can we get, you know, and get more people involved? I mean, there's a lot of lawyers in there, and unfortunately, not a lot of them do as much pro bono as I would like, and I don't think the Supreme Court would like. They would like to see more attorneys be more involved in pro bono efforts. So we have started this program, and we're putting together, it's actually based on a program that's already going on in Tennessee. Now what this is again, the State Bar's partnered with Legal Aid to develop a website. It's for low-income West Virginians. Now, the income threshold is not as low as it is for legal aid. It's a little bit higher. So again, more accessible to most people. But again, we didn't want this service to be available to everyone, because then I don't need millionaires getting on this service trying to get free legal advice because they don't want to spend $1. We hope to have this service up and running in July 2014. And once this service is up and running, I'll be providing you guys with this stuff again for that service, so you'll be able to post it up and get that information to the public and hopefully save you guys some time. Now, who can use this? Again, persons who are low income, and the information that we'll provide you later on once it's up and running will identify the income and asset levels. They cannot be incarcerated. This is not a service that's going to address criminal issues, because that will probably inundate the system, and the service won't do anything else other than deal with criminal issues and prisoners, and people who have not already or currently have an attorney, because then that raises a bunch of issues with this. Now, how does it work? Basically, the person who is qualified, the West Virginia citizen who meets the income qualifications, will create an account and then sign into the website. A lawyer, a volunteer, and hopefully I'm currently working on trying to get a large pool of volunteers, will then get notice of the issue that's pending in their area of law and reply to the citizen's comment or question or issue. And then once the question is answered, or there's a follow-up question, then the citizen will get an email notification, hey, you need to get on the site and check the response. The great thing about this is, and what I think I'm going to try to sell it to the attorneys to get them involved, is they can do this anytime, anywhere. You don't have to be at the legal aid office between 6 and 8 on a Tuesday. You don't have to be in your office. You can be at home in the middle of the night. Hey, I see this email, I'll get on here and I'll answer a quick question. Because a lot of these times, people in the state that have these problems and these issues, they're up all night worrying about this stuff. In a lot of instances, it's something that a lawyer can put them at least in the right direction in a couple of minutes, if they know that area of law. And they can do it any time. So it's not going to, in any way inhibit their schedule. And hopefully, based upon this system and this model, we'll be able to get a lot of attorneys involved and answer a lot of people's questions. So that's my, little presentation about what we've got going on, what we've done, and what we've got in the works. Any questions?
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I've had a lot of people comment when they come in my office calling the Tuesday nights. They were never able to get through, and I assume it's because you were the only one there on the phone already. When they call into that line, does it get them a lawyer in their area, or is it just whomever's throughout the state?
The way it's set up right now is on a Tuesday night, at least when it's run in Charleston. I've never done it in the other counties, but it's my understanding it's similar, if not identical, is you will have a legal aid representative, and then you will have anywhere from 3 to 4, and the legal aid representative is also a lawyer, and then 3 to 4 attorneys who are volunteering to participate that night. So you've got anywhere from 4 to 5 attorneys every Tuesday night from 6 to 8 answering the phone. And, and when I do it, I'm on the phone the entire 2 hours. Obviously we try to churn and burn them as fast as we can so we can help as many people as we can. Sometimes though you'll get the caller who just wants to talk to you the whole 2 hours, and sometimes they do it. But and that's and that's the problem. Again, Tuesday Legal Connect is a wonderful service. It does help a lot of people, but it's only for 2 hours. Sometimes people can't get in or get through to the callers just because there's so many. And that's why we wanted to look at something else, and that's why we've been developing this West Virginia Online Legal Help.
Well, you're not dealing with criminal issues. Are you dealing with any domestic issues?
Yes, domestic issues will be dealt with. And again, one of the benefits of that program, in addition to the Lawyer Referral Service, and I didn't mention this earlier, the Lawyer Referral Service website not only gives folks the ability to find a lawyer in their area of practice or the area that they have an issue in, but it also has a lot of other resources available to them. For example, again, this has been great partnering with Legal Aid, is on their website they have a tremendous amount of materials and forms and brochures that are available to the public that deal with child support issues, family law issues, property eviction issues, divorce issues, all kinds of things. And those resources are, we now get those out to a lot more people, not just through the Lawyer Referral Service, but also through the Tuesday Legal Connect. Hopefully that answered your question. Anything else?
You said you'd be mailing those to us?
What, the flyer and the...
Yeah.
No, actually, these 3 boxes right here are full of envelopes for each county, so whenever, I don't know if Kelly's going to pass them out or you guys want to come up and find your county.
I can do that, yeah.
But they're here right now for you, so you'll be taking them home tomorrow or whenever you leave. Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question. She's on the lawyer referral service. Do they have to, attorneys have to sign up for that, or is there an email sent out to them by bar number to ask if they were going to sign up? Because our local attorneys aren't on there.
You have, as a lawyer, you have to sign up.
Okay.
You have to sign up to be on that program.
Okay.
Now, right now, it's free. Sometimes, well, it hadn't really been discussed. In some states, it's they charge, the state bar charges a small fee to be a part of that. Because, I mean, it is advertising. But right now, we're trying to encourage attorneys to participate, so it is a free service. So any lawyer in your community can get on that website and sign up. We've been promoting it very hard through the state bar. They send out periodic emails called bar blasts and encourage people to sign up for that. Yes, ma'am.
Kathy Gadsden, Knox County Circuit Clerk's office, and we'd like to thank the State Bar, the Lawyer Referral Service for the more aggressive advancement of these programs, because we're all aware of the tremendous void and need for legal advice. So I think I speak for everyone when I say thanks.
Well, thank you. We certainly appreciate what you guys do. I know you've always been helpful to me in my career. And for those of you that have had to talk to me on the phone or see me in person, I apologize for all the annoying questions. And for the annoying questions, I'm going to probably ask you for the next how many ever years I practice law. But any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the county I live in, so many people don't have service. They don't have the computers, they don't have that, and they'll look at you and say, what am I supposed to do? And we'll say, well, go to the library, and say, well, I don't know. And then I'll say, well, you have a family member. So that seems to be a problem, people getting off.
No, and we understand. I mean, that issue's been discussed. Certainly we encourage people to go, again, to the library, or if internet's available, at schools or something that's available to the public, we encourage them to do it. I know that there are, in some of the more rural areas of the state, internet access is still an issue. I think the state as a whole is trying to deal with that issue. But again, if people really have no other option, for example, for the Lawyer Referral Service, if they can't get internet access, or as when it becomes available, West Virginia Online Legal Help, I mean, they can certainly still, if they have no other option, they can call in the state bar. But again, it's going to be, really all that's going to happen then is if they do that, then someone at the state bar is probably going to get on the website and do the search for them. But again, it's going to be difficult for that person to reach someone at the state bar. They have very limited staff, very limited resources. So if they can, I mean, their best bet is to try to find some place with internet access. Any other questions? All right, seeing none. Thank you all very much. I'm glad you all liked it.